Right here on this channel, we will be making money for our clients live on air. There's one relevant question. Why should you even listen to me about this? Since we are quite competent in marketing, I have about 1 million followers on Instagram. In business development, I have launched and successfully run several campaigns in different countries around the world and in attracting investments. Over my lifetime, I have raised more than $20 million for my own businesses and for my clients' businesses. We will use these and other tools to launch our clients into the stratosphere. We'll be filming our own kind of business soap opera about all of this, and you can become an active participant in it. It makes sense to subscribe to the channel and follow along because there will be all sorts of business opportunities here. You might land a job with our heroes, or you could become an investor and take part in some profitable, exciting project. So welcome. My name is Mikhail, and you're watching Marbella TV. This is the Mr. Love Show. I'm 38 years old and I'm an entrepreneur. I was born in Russia, in the city of Tara. I earned my first money when I was 7. I went into a pharmacy that was near my house. There was a sign there. They were buying plantain leaves. Honestly, it had a kind of crazy effect on me. I thought, why isn't everyone collecting plantain leaves? They're growing right there by the porch. So that's how I turned in plantain leaves and earned my first money. But I guess I started doing business consciously during my student years. I sent more than 300 people to America through work and travel. Then we opened a fitness club. After the fitness club, we started a company called Chaiman, brought in half a ton of tea from China and supplied our tea to Horeca restaurants in Omsk. There were probably about 15 to 20 restaurants. 95% of the revenue was profit. Around 2010 to 2011, we started working with wild harvested products, berries, nuts, mushrooms, and medicinal herbs that grow in the wild. We had more than 40,000 gatherers from 22 regions of the country and several dozen major factory clients around the world. We sold to China as pharmaceutical raw materials and to Europe as well. It had already become quite a serious business, which at its peak was probably turning over $10 to $15 million a year. Up until I was 30, I was successfully running this business. At 30, this business of mine closed down. It ended. Plus, I broke up from a relationship. I had a question that many people in their 30s face. So what is my purpose really? And at some point when I was 30, I actually flew to Bali. There I met my future partner, Pasha Bondarev. So Pasha says to me, listen, I've just created a system where you enter your date, time, and place of birth, and the system tells you who you are. In fact, that's the evolution service, which is still running today, just like the company Dikrosprom. Many of the businesses I created are still alive to this day. I guess that's the sign that some kind of foundation or architecture was built that continues to exist without me. When I joined Evolution, there were about 300 clients in 6 months. I brought in opinion leaders to the team, Petya Osipov and Zhenya Gavrilin. We collaborated with Sergei Kosenko and Igor Rybakov, performed at Synergy in front of 10,000 people, and by the end of the year, we had 20,000 clients. By the end of the following year, we had already expanded the team, gained another 130,000 clients, and after 2 years, I exited the company and sold my share. After that, starting in 2020, we began collaborating with Alex Minovsky. If my superpower is marketing and attracting money, that is, I know how to attract, retain, warm up attention, and monetize, then Alex is an excellent manager. For me, it was my first experience working in a large, huge company. I was one of 15 people on the board of directors, and I was the director of PR. We were opening 40 new restaurants a month. We managed this whole giant machine made up of 1,500 legal entities across 15 countries. I'm very grateful to Alex. I really appreciate him for this experience. For the first time, I got to be immersed in this kind of big corporate business where I'm not the only one making decisions. The other directors are also serious guys, and you really have to take everyone's interest into account. At the same time, I started developing my own influencer marketing agency because on my page alone, we grew to 1 million followers in a year, and my wife had 1.5 million, about 1,300,000. Our friends started reaching out to us and saying, guys, we want to do the same thing. At our peak, we were managing 30 Instagram pages until we realized that bloggers are born, not made. I mean, out of those 30 people, only 3 actually enjoyed broadcasting and were really into it. The rest of the guys, even though they were paying $5,000 to $10,000 a month for us to manage their page, we had to beg them, please record a reel, please record a story, please do this. Then we realized that we could monetize bloggers who already existed. We started with some Telegram channels and eventually reached tier 1 bloggers whom you all know very well. But since we have NDAs for many projects, I can't publicly mention them here right now. With our move to Europe, our activities changed a bit, and from simply selling ads through bloggers, we realized, thanks to my business background, that in this market, people are just selling posts and nobody really cares whether the advertiser will make their money back from that post or not. When I saw this, I thought, okay, can I offer a service where a company gives me money and I, using my marketing mindset, create a strategy for how to enter the market and personally select the bloggers, because a business owner will definitely pick the wrong ones. And will I be able to make a profit? And we took our first order for 30,000 euros and earned the client about 280,000 euros. This was the first time this had ever happened in his life. He had worked with 14 other agencies. Well, it's a big company, and with all 14 agencies, he didn't even make back the money he spent on traffic. We were the only ones who made times 10 and probably covered all his expenses. We're still friends to this day. Vova, hello to you. Thank you for trusting me back then. And since I realized a long time ago how important digital is, I have a YouTube channel for every business, starting with Dikke Rosprom back in 2009. There's a separate YouTube channel for Evolution and separate, well, my own pages as well. You can go back and scroll to 2012. That's when I started my Instagram. The travel channel, Mikey Nickel on YouTube. We did collaborations in different countries, filming everything on video. Why did we come specifically to the Marbella market? Here, the technology is basically at the level of 84, maybe 93, 84, somewhere around there. That is, people here are still investing money in billboards, advertising in magazines, newspapers, and elsewhere. I don't know if they still use those little tear-off flyers, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. That's why, in our opinion, the Marbella market lacks any reasonable digital marketing tool for growing your company and making money. Not just to pour budgets into it and have nothing happen, but so that the business spends money and as a result, earns more than it spent. That's what we're going to be doing on this YouTube channel. So for those business owners who understand how important it is right now to have a strong presence on Instagram and YouTube, we've created this service specifically for you. You come to us and we shoot a 1 hour or 1.5 hour film about your business, where we talk with you, where we visit your business if it's offline, or highlight it if it's online. If you want to be a guest on our show and have us make a film about you, looking at your business from this perspective, we tell its story even better than you could yourself. We'll leave a link under this episode. Write to me personally. I personally handle all business-related correspondence. Most business owners, restaurateurs, for example, they take pictures of food. But as you know, people buy from people and they're interested in what kind of people go to that restaurant. Just as a simple example, or you manufacture cars. A Ferrari manufacturer will talk about the car from the perspective of, say, what kind of rear crankshaft bushing it has or whatever. Well, you get the idea, right? But people buy the experience of driving a convertible along the coast of, say, Spain with a beautiful girl next to you, both of you in sunglasses, the sun shining. People are buying this, the emotion. And accordingly, our task is to listen to what your business is about, reframe the meaning and convey it to the audience, highlighting the very best and most valuable things you have, things you might not even notice yourself. We have a clear understanding of how to grow this channel step by step and in fact to highlight all the worthy businesses that are here. The price for this service will constantly increase as the number of subscribers grows. So if you know for sure that you need this, I sincerely recommend get in early. It might seem like it's better to release episodes later when there are already more subscribers. Actually, that's not the case. If you look at all the big channels and scroll back to the very beginning, you'll see that when people watch something interesting, they're always curious about how it all started. And people go back and rewatch the very first episodes. Those usually get a lot of views. So in my opinion, it's better to come in at the beginning and shoot for X rather than end up shooting for 4 or 5 times X later anyway. Because, well, we know what we're doing, and sooner or later, you'll want to appear on this channel. We'll talk about your business because you'll see others who have already been featured, and then we'll do follow-ups showing what results they've achieved. You'll see that they're happy. Drooling, tears, excitement, emotions. And you'll come, it's just that by then it'll be much more expensive. So basically, we use 4 tools. First is marketing, second is business development. We've developed a lot of different businesses with this brain, and most likely we'll handle yours too. Third is attracting investments. As I said, over my life, I've attracted more than $20 million to my own businesses and my clients' businesses. And the fourth tool is scaling. Here we often use various connections, since I've lived in more than 50 countries. I have different interesting connections in different countries. So, if a business is already doing well within one country, let's say it's earning at least $1 to $3 million a year, we can help scale it further, for example, to 10 more countries. And if the business allows, maybe even to 100. Since we're technology enthusiasts, you're watching this now. Let's say if you're on the Russian channel, I'm speaking Russian. If you're watching the English version of this channel, I'm speaking English. I do speak a bit of English myself, though maybe not as well as right now, because at this very moment I'm being translated by a neural network. If you're watching me in Spanish or some other language, I don't actually speak those languages. And if you ever meet me on the street somewhere, I'm sure you'll come up and say, "Hola amigo," but all I can say back to you is just "Hola amigo." For now, we're planning to release this in 3 main languages here. But of course, when our project reaches the right stage, we'll start releasing content in other languages as well. Because I think that watching people build businesses and earn millions of dollars live right before your eyes is more useful than watching TikTok dances. So subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment. Let's truly make money together with much love.